Hello, people. How are you all doing? I hope you're all doing well. It's been a minute, but yeah, by God's grace, we are alive. We thank God for the gift of life. So it's nothing to be taken for granted. A lot of stuff has been going on. That is why maybe you haven't heard from us. But today, I just want to talk about something real quick. I just want to clarify something that everybody know, right? And that Manchester United is big. When you are big, you are big. That is an undebated fact. If you are big, you're big. Why am I saying this? Like, listen, United have been putting up these bad performances season after season, and yet the club is still loved and adored. This year, United put up the most attendance of a football game, and as some people call it, maybe soccer game, in the United States this year, of about 82,000 people. Now, I'm saying this year, and I'm saying we're big because the Club World Cup happened this year in the United States, and the highest attendance was even the finals, which was about 81,000. Now, this is the same competition that had Lionel Messi, that had the current reigning Champions League champions, which is PSG, Chelsea, Man City, Real Madrid. And yet still, United just topped this attendance record for this year in a friendly game. Right? In a friendly game. What does this tell you, my people? We are big. United is big. We are big. You can argue the fact that our performances don't match it, but yes, it's still big. Had it not been a rain, I think the second preseason game against Bournemouth would have even been also bigger. Right? We are still going out selling stadiums out. It's just unfortunate that our performances hasn't matched the prestigious nature of our club. And I know that is also in works with the current signings and this new coach trying to set up his new system, trying to build a culture in the club. Let's hope. It's been a while since I've had hope in this team, or in this club. I love this club, but I feel like Manchester United is at a point where they have nobody but themselves to blame. From the top of the chain coming downwards. It's been rotten, and I think this new healing has to start from there. I see some changes in the sporting director and all of that, going into the transfer market, not to be scammed, not to be, but I see them doing some good work, coming down to the coach, trying to build a surrounding where everyone works, everyone runs, everyone gives this their all. And that is what it's like playing for Manchester United. You don't play for Manchester United when you feel like playing for Manchester United. As far as you are the part of the team and you wear the badge, you play for Manchester United every single day. And that's why Rashford issue has created like a separation among the fan base. I get it. He's a boyhood club fan, grew up through the academy, coming through the ranks to the senior team, loved by people, the UK, even during the pandemic, what he did, attaining an MBE, is a great achievement so far from Rashford. But here's the thing, Rashford is still young. Although when we talk of the senior players in the team, he's one of them, his attitude is not reflecting it, and that's why his situation is at now. United shouldn't be losing players in the transfer to Arsenal. A player shouldn't be choosing Arsenal over Manchester United. That is not something unheard of, unless United does not want that player. But if Manchester United wants a player, they choose Manchester United over Arsenal. But here's the case. This is where we are now. We have players choosing other teams over Manchester United. Even players who claim to be fan of Manchester United don't want to play for us. You know, I get it. With the likes of Cunha and Mbuemo in the past will not be. I won't say they won't be the type of players, because Manchester United signed players like, even Ferguson in his reign were signing players from Premier League smaller teams, right? We signed Rooney from Everton. We signed Ferdinand from where? We signed Antonio Valencia from where? These were players who contributed so much to the team, but did not come from maybe top clubs. So hopefully this coach is seeing something that we are not seeing. But at the same time, we are not in the pole position in this transfer market to go toe-to-toe with these top clubs for these top players. So that's where we are now. Each player wants to play in the Champions League. Even the price negotiation is different, because one, you're not in the Champions League. Two, your league position last year was not great. So just that you are still able to manage to pull out some of these transfers because you are Manchester United. The performances have to come. We have to be in contention for titles in Europe for these top players to come to us. So, to come to Manchester United. So I do hope that this coach rebuilding goes well, and that this so far so good pre-season. Let's hope they take these performances into the season and see what happens against the big guns. Even last season, it wasn't even just against the top teams. Some of the smaller teams we couldn't beat. We were losing whole games home and away. And Old Trafford used to be a place where teams were scared to come. Now that fear factor is gone. It's time we bring it back again. So I still think there's still a couple of pieces missing for us to get to where we want to get to, but hopefully we are steering in the right direction. One player I would like to stay is Anthony. If not for maybe financial system or anything of trying to get another player, I would love for him to stay. Sancho, he can go. He's done. This brother just came for paycheck, man. He came for stylish. He showed up for one half season, and that was it. Garnacho, he's young, but he's too entitled. This brother is not ready to put in the work. I don't think he likes the system the coaches play. So for him, he's not clinical, but I don't think that's the case for him not being a favorite or not being in the coaching system. I think it's a matter of him not liking the system, you know. He wants to be in an attacking system. He wants to be like the 4-3-3s. He wants to be like the 4-4-2s, but doesn't enjoy tracking back. And that this coach wants his players, his wingers, his wing backs, even his 2 number 10s to work tirelessly. You know, that is what this coach is looking for. So I do hope at least Anthony has proven that he can go somewhere. I'm not seeing too much shade coming from him. I think he can be a good squad player because the season is long. You're going to play, even though we are not in Europe, we're going to still play games like the FA Cup, the Carling Cup. So we still do need numbers. We can't afford to go in the season with our U17s or our U16s or U18s, you know. When injury comes in, you want someone at least with a little experience. Anthony, regardless of anything, was a top player at Ajax before coming to Manchester United. So, if there's anything, I would wish for Anthony to stay. But until then, United will rise again.